Alright, here we go. I'm kind of excited to go. This is my first time, so it's gonna be awesome. So,
This is a Manhattan-bound and local train. The next stop is 45th Street.
Ahí está la entrada, porque te va a ir para la casa.
Ah, ese.
Sí.
Ok.
Ahí está la entrada porque te va a ir para la casa. ¿Oíste?
Sí.
Allá te pierdes. Porque si te vas del otro lado tienes que cruzar.
Ah, ok. I made it on the boat. I made it on the ferry, so that's pretty cool. Right, this is Manhattan, and that's my destination. Oh shit, we're leaving already. Oh, that's pretty cool, man. I apologize for the wind. I hope this takes me to the right place. I could be wrong. Maybe it takes me somewhere else. So let's hope this takes me to the right place, because I have no idea what I'm in for. Well, there's my destination. I'm still on the boat. It's been like 2 minutes. So, you know, not a long trip. That's pretty nice though. And there's my hometown, or my city. So that's gonna be like just literally right across New York. So still pretty cool. I hope to enjoy this place.
During this act with Martha, Martha will do an act with this hula hoop. What she will do, she will jump through this hula hoop. Well, ladies and gentlemen, she will jump through this hula hoop from the roof of this hotel. But before she jumps off this roof, we will light this hula hoop on fire. She will go ahead and... No, it's okay, Martha, no, Martha, it's okay. I was only kidding, folks. Martha, I was only kidding. I'm a comedian. She's a smart dog. How rough is it? Liverpool is a really rough town. How rough is it? It's so rough the ice cream truck plays Helter Skelter. Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right.
Oh, and Mary Taylor. Give it up for Black Rabbit! How you guys doing? You ready to rock to some Beatles? Such a lovely audience. We like to take you home with us. We love to take you home. Alright, 1, 2, 1, 2, close your eyes.
Yes, I can. But still, watch out.
That one looks like the original. You know, I see it.
There you go.
That one actually
We're playing about one from the...
Well, you know, we do that again.
I don't want to touch that. Let's see what else we have.
Oh, we get 11 o'clock at night. Yeah. Like when the janitor's like pushing those brooms around. Yeah. Like, well, I mean, it's not his original thing, obviously. But that's all. Same year, same model, same the same way.
With the #1 record in the nation, and we were playing with Patti LaBelle, Benny Keane, the Drifters, the Shirelles, Chuck Jackson. It was just, I mean, we were scared stiff because these guys were so talented. We were 18, 19 years old, you know, but they were fantastic to us. They took us to their hearts, and I remember particularly some wonderful sessions speaking with all of us to Patti LaBelle after the shows each night, and she became a real friend. And she was, I remember her saying at that time, there's a new kid on the block, you've got to check her out. She's called Aretha Franklin. And I remember that.
A new kid on the block.
And then she said, and another girl you've got to really look at is Nina Simone. We hadn't heard either of these names. Aretha hadn't even joined Atlantic. It was her cabaret period before then. But, you know, it's treasured memories, actually.
Was that your first trip to America for all of you?
Yes, it was 6 months after we signed the contract.
Were you scared?
Just a bit. You see, the thing to remember is that America is the home of rock and roll, it's the home of the blues, and this is the music we absolutely loved. So all British musicians are desperate to get to America, to the home of rock and roll. And so all our dreams came true, but we were 18, 19 years old, so it was quite a lot to take in. It was very, very exciting and incredibly scary.
When everybody is...
Was does the chewing gum lose its flavour on the bedpost?
Can you do it, Elton?
Oh, me on my own, whatever can it be? Hallelujah, thought I saw through you. Oh, tell me why does your chewing gum lose its flavour on the bedpost overnight? As your mother says, don't you swallow its life, and it catches you on your tongue, so you left and right. Does your chewing gum lose its flavour on the bedpost overnight? Something like that.
Hello, everybody. I just got back from the Beatles Fest. It was really awesome. I got all these stuff from the fest. So I'm just gonna show you some of the things that I gotten. So first off, when it came, this is the mail that it came with. It came with like the little paper just explaining some of the things that are going on. Also got my ticket, as you saw in the beginning of the video. And so first off, now I'm gonna show you what I got in this bag of goodies. First, I'm gonna show you the brochure, or the little pamphlet. You know, it just shows you how the layout is. Explains whatever is going on. I know some people had some of the guests sign these. I felt like I should have done that, but you know, I kind of gotten a bit more than I can chew for in terms of autographs. These are the autograph signing for that day, Saturday, Sunday, Friday. Scheduled for Friday, Saturday. I'm pretty sure whoever went knows, but whoever didn't, you know, this is Sunday. And some of the things that were happening that day, so this is gonna be a long video. Some of the authors, charity events, and all the other past people. Jeff Emmerich, who unfortunately passed. One of the things I was gonna do was meet him, but I guess now I can't. So the first thing I got from there was this little postcard that they gave out for free. And this is Lenin, so that's pretty nice. I also donated to the gun violence, so I got that. This is a little button that they gave. And I got 2 extra buttons that I bought from someone that was selling buttons. One of them is this very awesome George Harrison Christmas. You know, he told me that there was also a Lennon one and the Ringo one, but I forgot what happened. Obviously, it's supposed to be meant for this cover right here, which I found pretty funny. Yeah, that's awesome. So you know, I got that. Here's another button that I got. This is one of my favorite albums, probably Fault. To be honest, this one right here is my second favorite. First one is the White Album. Oh, here's another brochure that I forgot to show you. You know, I guess more sales on items that they were selling. There was a seller that were selling these magazines. They were selling books, but I managed to buy the magazines. And this is John Lennon Beatles Memorial Book, which is a magazine that cost $1 in the UK and $2.50 over here in the States. But I bought it for $5, so that's pretty cool. Next, I bought George Harrison's People magazine about his untimely death. And I also bought another one about George Harrison. This one costed $6, and the other one costed $4. Yeah, so this one's pretty awesome to have. And that's pretty much it for this bag. But I assure you, there's a lot more. Alright, so when last year I bought this book, and you know, I always thought about buying this book on Amazon, but it's always like $25, you know, whatever. So I decided just to take this one and buy this one in front of Bruce Spicer, sorry. And I got this one signed by him. So you can see there's my name to Lewis. Best Beatle wishes. So that's pretty awesome. So you can see there's the dude. And I got this one signed as well. Pretty much the same way. Damn. So that's pretty awesome. And then I got online for the autograph. The first one to ever be to sign was Alan White. I'm a bit mad at myself because I have this album, which Alan White does play on. He's right here. But the thing about this album that I have is that there's tape here, tape. I was hoping to buy a better one, a better copy, so that way I could have that one signed. So I didn't take this, which was foolish of me. So when I went to the store, the record store, matter of fact, I'll show you that. Anyway, yeah. So I'll tell you the story. I went to the seller. I'm sorry, the seller, and he said when I asked for it was sold out. So that was quite a bummer. Like I said, I went to the booth of the autograph signing. The first one there was Alan White. So it was a yes. He's in Yes in the later years. And I bought 90125 on eBay like 2 weeks ago, but that still hasn't come. So luckily I had something just related in this box set that and there's a signature. So that was pretty awesome that I managed to get this signed by the drummer. Pretty much from here on out is him on drums. And this thing also comes with a poster. And he was so nice enough to get that signed too. So I'll show you the poster. Basically it's just the box cover, but still awesome. Here we are. It's a small poster, but still, it looks awesome. Up next was Denny Lane. Now, Denny Lane, he's a bit, I'm not saying anything bad. Like, you could catch him in bad moods, and, some said that when he's in bad mood, he could be a real jerk. But luckily this time when I got him, he was pretty cool. So that's my experience. I didn't have any troubles with him. One thing I will say, nothing bad again, but it's understandable that the last thing I heard was from the Beatles Fest, I think last year into 2 years ago, is that he charges, I think 20. This time he charged 25, and I brought 3 items for him to sign. I was figuring that's too much, but since it was 25, I said to myself, I wasn't gonna do it, but then I said to myself, once of a lifetime, you never, like I said, I hope nothing happens, but you never know. So I went and I paid 75 to get 3 things signed. First one, of course, has to be Mo of Kimtar. And there you see to Lewis, there's Danny Lane. Pretty nice. It's a 45. And then I also got him to sign in this one. So you can see there's nothing inside. I mean, nothing in the cover, nothing in the back. Instead, I told him to sign, in inside the booklet, which has a very nice photo of him, which is why I made him sign it. And there he is. Pretty awesome. And of course, obviously, there was 3 ex-Wings member of this album, Back to the Egg, which is why I went on the Saturday as well, because Steve Holly was there. And here's Danny Lane, Lawrence Juber, Steve Holly. So I know some people has it in the back. I decided to have it in the front just because it looks cooler, actually. But that's just my opinion. Yeah. So again, he was pretty laid back. He was pretty cool that time. So no problems with him. And just like I showed you, Lawrence Juber, I also had him sign Ringo's album, Stop and Smell the Roses. And you see right here, this is signature. And I was telling him about the Miss Pro, which I'm pretty sure he obviously heard the story like thousands of times. I don't know why I told him that, but still, I'm trying to find his name. I know it's here somewhere. Oh, there we go. Where it says Lawrence Tuber. But yeah, like you said, he heard the story millions of times, so I don't know why I brought that up. But still, And the last one was Steve Holly. He signed Wings. But then I met Jack Douglas. And here's a cool one that, of course, I absolutely had to have signed, because he produced it. And he also was selling his CD. And this is the stripped out version of Double Fantasy. So that's pretty cool that I got that. In the beginning of the day, there was a puppet show that featured the Mr. Puppet. He it was pretty funny actually, and he was walking around with Paul's grandfather. In the Hard Day's Night, the movie, he was walking around with that, and it says legitimate autographs from the Beatles. And there it is, which is pretty funny. It looks pretty nice, but so. And then I'll show you the vinyls that I bought in there, and I'll show you some of the cool things that I got for last. So the vinyls that I bought in there, first one is this John Lennon, which I don't have. This is was this on Walls and Bridges? Yeah, I kind of forgot. But this is one that I don't have. $22. One thing I am a bit disappointed. It has the front cover, which is pretty cool and all. Like I said, one thing I am a bit disappointed is that it comes with the inner sleeve and everything, but it doesn't come with the booklet. I mean, it's fine. The vinyl looks nice itself, so I'll have to hunt that down on eBay. But yeah, but like I said, it's all right because I managed to also get this one. This one's a Plastic Ono band, and I have this version too. And this is the one with Yoko and John, and the one I bought is the one with John and Yoko. So again, that's pretty awesome. I have this one. This is the one I have been having. It's on the Mobile Fidelity sleeve, and this is the one. This is like, guess what everyone has, but I managed to get this one. So that's pretty cool. Different versions of it. And then, last but not least, I got this one. $22, and it's sealed. I've been looking at this one, this album. I'm not sure what it is called. Amabis? Just, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, I've been looking at this one because this one on eBay, I know it went around for like 50. It goes up and down, but you know, another nice album to own from Paul McCartney. And then the last thing that I got from there, the Zombies. They're scheduled to be there, and they were, but you know, since on Friday, March 29th, they got inducted to the Hall of Fame, to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which was pretty cool for them. And they had their own, you know, items to sell because you know, it's the Beatles Fest and everything like that, but they couldn't sign it because they were going to be busy. So they had it pre-signed for fans to buy. Which was pretty crazy because they signed the posters, the vinyls, the CDs, and you know, like other like box sets, and there was a whole bunch of them. So you know, I kind of feel bad that they had to do all of those, but you know, still awesome thing. So I bought their latest album, and it's all signed. So you can see 1, 2. You know, these are all signed. And I'll be honest, I'm not too familiar with the Zombies. I got this because you know, you never know. In the future, I'm going to be fans of them, and if hadn't I bought them, I would have been kicking myself, being, oh, you idiot, why didn't you buy them? So this is the 2015 version. I mean, this is a 2015 record that they released, and it was $35. So there it is. If you know, and it's in light blue. So yeah, it's awesome that I got that signed. I mean, it was already pre-signed, but still, I think they were only there for Saturday. So I would have been a real idiot if I had not picked this up. Also, they had a 45. I don't know why they came. A 45. So also signed. I'm assuming they're gone. Like I said, I'm not too familiar with them. I will be once I listen to this. It's from this album, and this was $20. So at the time, you know, I got the $35 album and a $20 album. They were selling the other album for $50, and colored is $60. And so I went to the panel where they discussed, you know, with the Zombies. They were having a discussion with them, and they were always talking about the obstacle. And I was like, okay, you know, it must be an album that it's like familiar or whatever. But everybody knew it. You know, everybody was humming to the themes. Everybody knew the songs of it. And I'm like, maybe I should have gotten it.
before it even gets out there. And you were so sweet to mention Al Cooper last night in your induction speech. Anybody know Al Cooper, Blood, Sweat, and Tears? So Al Cooper is working as an A&R guy, you know, at the record label. And he's in England, right? And he gets a bunch of records and he's listening through them, just listing. And this is, he told me the story years ago. And I put on this weird looking thing, Odyssey and Oracle. And it's cool. I get the time of the season. And he went to the Bostons and went, "You have a hit record here." And they went, "No. This is a hit record." The band broke up. He goes, "I don't care if they're alive or dead. This is a hit record. This is a hit record. No, I'm telling you, this is as big a hit as you've ever had." So there's no zombies, and Odyssey and Oracle comes out, and Time of the Season is one of the biggest hits in the world.
And not only that.
And then they're explaining that how after the Beatles they would rehearse, you know, after the Beatles were doing Sgt. Pepper, when their time was over, they came in. So, you know, they still had that same, environment. And, you know, I was saying, like, why didn't I get this album? So I went back, long line, of course, waiting. I got it. Yeah, I got it. So, you know, it's signed. Like I said, had I not bought it, I would have looked like an idiot, because this is considered one of the greatest albums from the Zombies and overall. And this is they said it's the Westbury Comics version. And you know what that means about Westbury Comics. Wow. Dang. That looks amazing. So this was 60. The black album, the black vinyl is 50. So, you know, it's a really, really nice album. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, so I had lots of fun. I had a great time. One thing I am still upset is, you know, not too ashamed, but is at 9:45, it was Wings, the former band members, Liverpool, and other bandmates that were gonna play side one of Back to the Egg, and my favorite side is side one. I love that side, and you know I couldn't go because I went to a ferry that took me there. You saw the video, and the last trip to come back was at 9, and I pretty much did whatever I can. You know, my money just went, it just left my money, and you know, still awesome things. You know, that was pretty awesome, cool things. I said awesome a lot, but it was great. That's all I can say. I had a blast. So I'll be seeing you for Record Store Day.